Hello, Carl from Personal Development Planet here. I've got something really cool for you today. I'm going to teach you how to visualise. I'm going to teach you my very specific technique for visualisation, which I've been working on for the past few years. And I've used it to help get me all kinds of cool stuff. I use these techniques to help me earn $30,000 in a month working part-time. I've used them to help me set up my own internet businesses and make money online, even though I had no idea what I was doing to begin with. I've used it to get my dream pad in London, the right woman in my life, the right career, and all kinds of other cool stuff too. And I want to help you to do the same. So I believe if you follow the advice in this video and take notes and do it step by step, that you are going to be reaching your goals and your dreams a lot faster and a lot easier than you would through conscious effort or willpower alone. So this is it, this is how to visualise. All you're going to need is a pad and pen, because I need you to take a couple of notes to begin with. So if you press pause, run off and get that now, and then we'll get started. Cool, so hopefully you've got a pad and pen now. What I want you to do is just jot down 2 or 3 goals that you want to achieve in your life. Doesn't matter what they are, they're just for you. So for the sake of example, there might be you want to earn $100,000 a year, you want to run your own business, and you want to have your dream partner, for example. Just 2 or 3 goals. Whatever speaks to you at the deepest level, whatever you want to achieve most, jot them down. Then what I want you to do, and you'll find out why this is so important earlier, but I really believe this is the kind of key to visualization. Next to each goal, I want you to jot down 2 or 3 emotions or feelings that you believe you would have or you would experience if you'd achieved your goals already. So for example, earning 100 grand a year, say that was your big goal. What kind of feelings or emotions would you have if you'd done that? You may have a sense of pride, so you write down pride. You may have a sense of confidence, a sense of success. Whatever feelings you believe you'd have, jot them down now, and we're going to come back to them in a minute. That's all the preparation you need to do. We're going to do some visualization now. First thing you need to do is get very deeply relaxed. I'll tell you very briefly about brainwaves. Basically, at the moment, your brain is operating at a beta level of activity, and that's the highest level it can be. So that means it's doing loads of things at once. It's listening to me, it's thinking about what you're going to visualise, it's probably thinking about things you forgot to do earlier or stuff you've got to do tomorrow. There's all kinds of multitasking going on, which is cool, but it's no good for us to create the space we need to really make visualisation work. So what we're going to do is lower you down to the alpha level of brainwave activity. Now don't get too worked up about the names, you don't really need to know the technical details. Well, you don't actually at all. But the alpha level is the kind of nice in-between level between sleep and consciousness. You get it when you have a nap or a snooze in the afternoon. That kind of nice, warm, fuzzy feeling where, you know, like you're daydreaming, that's alpha. Now, there's 2 ways you can get to this state. One, and this is the tough way, is you basically learn how to meditate. You learn how to take slow, conscious breaths. You learn how to watch your thoughts as they pop up and not interact with them. And you just let your thoughts be, and you kind of become like a Zen warrior and nothing can disturb you. That's cool. If you know how to do that, awesome. If you don't, you're in the same boat as me, my friend. I use a technology called brainwave entrainment to help me get down to here. You may have heard of binaural beats or isochronic tones. Basically, they're these cheap as chips MP3 downloads you can get on the internet. You can have a look below this video if you're on my website for recommendations. But basically, these MP3s, they cost about $10 or $15. They use sound waves to tell your brain to slow down and drop down into the alpha level and below. I've actually got a website about this. It's a little too complex to go in now, but if you're interested, I'll put the link below this video so you can have a look. But basically, all you need to know is, for $15, you can get these meditation MP3s that take your brain to this level safely and naturally. And it's really good for you as well. It releases loads of endorphins in your body, serotonin, all kinds of cool chemicals. Feels really good too. So anyway, that's your first step. you get to this deep, relaxed state. And you know when you're there because you'll feel a sense of energy inside, you'll feel warmth, you'll feel relaxed, and you'll feel happy, which is always good. When you get there, that's when you start to visualize. And the first thing you should know is to take the word visualize with a pinch of salt. It's not about seeing crystal clear avatar style 3D images in your mind the second you show it. It's not like that. I know very few people who think like that, if any. The key to visualization is you just use the same processes that you use to imagine anything. So that might be a combination of self-talk, so you're saying to yourself, this is what I'm doing this. Could be a combination of sounds that you hear. You could be seeing still images, you could be seeing little mini movies. However you normally imagine, then we're just going to use that. And it's trial and error, you'll get the hang of it. If you're kind of recoiling now saying, I can't do any of that, I'm afraid you can. And the reason is because if you've ever worried before, worry is reverse visualization. So what happens when you worry? You imagine a hypothetical situation. You say to yourself, right, what happens if this went wrong? And then what you do, you say, well, if that went wrong, this could go wrong as well. And then you start self-talk, you start seeing pictures of stuff going wrong, you start hearing things that tell you everything's going wrong, and you start to get that horrible, anxious feeling inside, and you start worrying and your brain starts racing. That's visualizing, just the wrong bloody way. So what we're going to do, we're going to flip that on its head and do it the other way. So what you're doing is essentially saying, what happens if this went right? Okay, and if that went right, what else could maybe go right? Maybe this would. And then you'll see an image or a movie pop in your mind of something going right. Or you'll be self-talk, you'll have self-talk saying to yourself, yeah, this could go right, this could go right. And then you start to feel good feelings and da-da-da-da-da. That's what we want to be doing.